Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, you've probably heard the buzz around the NFL lately, especially when it comes to the Cleveland Browns and their rookie quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. Yes, Sanders, the highly touted first-round prospect, the guy who many believed could be the future of this franchise, made a splash in his first preseason game. And honestly, the reaction has been mixed but definitely noteworthy. You see, just days after his impressive debut, where he threw for 2 touchdowns and showed off his accuracy and mobility, there's been some surprising news that has fans scratching their heads. The Browns organization, despite Shedeur's strong performance, appears to be sending a message, whether intentionally or not, that they might not be rushing to elevate him on the depth chart. And that's what's so interesting, isn't it? Here's a guy who went out there and threw for 2 touchdowns, who looked confident and poised, yet the official depth chart after the game still lists him as the number 4 quarterback behind Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dillon Gabriel. This was confirmed by ESPN's Adam Schefter, who reported that even after Shedeur's stellar showing against the Carolina Panthers, nothing changed. He's still behind Flacco, who, by the way, will be resting for the upcoming game against the Philadelphia Eagles, and Kenny Pickett, who's still recovering from that hamstring injury. It's a curious situation, especially considering that Sanders, in his first preseason start, completed 14 of 23 passes for 138 yards, threw 2 touchdowns, and added 19 rushing yards, all in under 3 quarters of play. That's a pretty impressive stat line for a rookie making his first real appearance. But what's really intriguing is how the organization seems to be handling him. While Sanders has shown flashes of brilliance, he's not getting reps with the first-team offense during training camp, at least not yet. Instead, Flacco has been the main guy taking the first-team snaps, and it looks like he's the favorite to be the starter once the regular season kicks off. And let's not forget, Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel have been dealing with hamstring injuries, which gave Sanders a golden opportunity to step up and showcase his talent. Despite that, the Browns are playing it safe, perhaps being cautious with their rookie, not wanting to rush him into a starting role before he's truly ready. It's a classic NFL move: test the waters, see how he adapts, and gradually integrate him into the fold. But here's the thing, Sanders' performance in that preseason game was a clear indication that he has the potential to be a game changer. Throwing for 2 touchdowns and completing over 60% of his passes in his first real NFL action is no small feat, especially considering the pressure that comes with making your debut in the NFL. And it's not just about the stats, it's about the confidence he exuded out there. When Sanders said after the game, "I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable," it really resonated. That kind of mindset, that resilience, is what you want from your quarterback, especially a rookie trying to carve out his place in the league. He acknowledged that finding his rhythm takes time, that he needs to get into that groove quicker, but the fact that he feels comfortable in those moments speaks volumes about his mental toughness. And yet, despite this impressive debut, the Browns are seemingly taking a conservative approach. This is typical of a team that's always aiming for the long term, especially when they have a veteran like Joe Flacco in the mix, who, despite his age, still has the experience and poise to lead a team if called upon. Flacco's presence is invaluable for a young team trying to find its identity, and understandable given that he's been through the playoff battles, the Super Bowls, and has a calmness that young quarterbacks often lack. But what about Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel? Those two, particularly with their hamstring injuries, have been limited in practice, which has opened a door for Sanders. Still, the organization seems to be saying, "Let us be patient, let's develop him slowly," which is smart in many ways, but also leaves fans wondering when they'll see Sanders truly compete for the starting job. This approach, however, doesn't mean Sanders is out of the picture for long. The talent is there, it's just about timing and opportunity. The preseason is a testing ground, a way for coaches to evaluate players without the pressure of the regular season. But for Browns fans, every throw Sanders makes, every step he takes on the field, feels like a glimpse into the future. They're eager to see when he'll get more reps with the first team, when he'll be able to demonstrate that he can handle the pressure of an NFL game, not just the preseason. And with the team's current depth chart, it seems like he'll need to continue to impress in practice, in scrimmages, and in limited game reps to move up the ranks. Now, what does this all mean for the Browns in the long run? Well, if Sanders continues to develop, continues to show that he can thrive under pressure, it might not be long before he's competing for the starting role. The organization's cautious approach is understandable. After all, they've seen quarterbacks rise and fall before, and they want to get this right. But the signs are promising. His athleticism, arm talent, and mental toughness are all evident. And with the right coaching and patience, he could be the franchise quarterback they've been searching for. The AFC North is a fiercely competitive division, and the Browns have been eyeing a return to playoff prominence for years now. With a solid defense, a balanced running game, and a developing offense led by young talent like Sanders, the team is building something special. The question remains, how quickly will Sanders be integrated into this picture? Will he get his shot early in the season, or will the Browns continue to take a measured approach, allowing him to learn and grow behind veterans? This dynamic also adds an extra layer of intrigue to the upcoming season. Fans are eager to see how the quarterback situation unfolds, especially with the regular season approaching. Will Sanders earn more reps in the next few weeks? Will the coaching staff trust him enough to give him a real shot at starting games? Or will Flacco and Pickett continue to hold down the fort until Sanders is truly ready? Whatever happens, one thing is clear. The Browns are in a period of transition, and Sanders' development could be the key to unlocking a new chapter in Cleveland's football history. And let's not forget, this isn't just about one preseason game or one player. It's about the bigger picture, the team's strategy, their philosophy on developing young talent, and how they plan to contend in a division that's only getting tougher. Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers are all formidable foes, and the Browns need to be firing on all cylinders if they want to make a real run at the playoffs, and ultimately, a Super Bowl. Sanders' journey will be closely watched by fans and analysts alike, and his progress could define the team's trajectory for years to come. So, as we look ahead, keep your eyes on how Sanders continues to develop, how the coaching staff manages his reps, and how the team as a whole adjusts to the challenges of the season. Cleveland Browns are on the rise, and with a young talent like Sanders showing flashes of brilliance, the future looks brighter than ever. Whether he starts early or takes a little more time to fully blossom, one thing is certain. The Browns are building something special, and Sanders could very well be the cornerstone of that future. Stay tuned, Browns fans. This season promises to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all this? Do you believe Shedeur Sanders has what it takes to become a starter this season? Are you excited about his potential, or do you think the Browns should continue to develop him slowly? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters, not just to me but to the entire Browns community. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing yet, and with young talents like Sanders, the possibilities are endless. Let's keep the conversation going, Browns fans, and get ready for what promises to be an unforgettable ride.